Let's watch this video.
Kenya has been crowned the capital of Africa. That is the only country in Africa that has the balls to force their president to sack every member of his cabinet. And from every indication, Kenyans are not yet satisfied. In fact, they are actually saying when the president finishes sacking everybody, he should sack himself. Other Africans, can we learn? Some of us here, if they just say we should go to the streets now, we'll collapse. Forget respect Kenyans. The rest of us in Africa, we are just making mouth. Only mouth. We can't do anything. Small, this thing, we can't do it. Kenya, we respect you. We are coming behind you.
One thing that he has said which is positive is that we are coming behind you. Enough with all this thing of saying, good job, Kenya, congratulations. You cannot congratulate us when you're supposed to be part of the team. Because, you know, for Kenyans, we thought we are the one who are paying the highest taxes in the whole of Africa. We thought we are the one facing the highest crisis. Only to realize the other African countries were facing it more worse than even we are. But you are quiet. You know, when you're facing more worse situation and you're quiet, you make us look like we are the spoiled kids who are given everything and they're still complaining to get more. When this whole thing started here in Kenya, you know, nobody took it that much serious because it was just kids, small kids, the one they so-called the Weetabix and the Indomie generation. Nobody took it that serious. Little did they know that they are ignoring a spark of fire in a savanna grassland. And now the fire has caught up. It's in the whole of Africa. It's burning everywhere. All countries in Africa are now waking up. And it's the same kind of generation. The Gen Z. The slogan is just the same. Tribeless, religionless, leaderless. Just the same thing with the independence from the colonials. The first country got independence. They won over the Europeans. And the remaining countries were like, oh, so it's possible you can fight this man, chase him to his country, and you rule yourself? Not that they were comfortable under the colonial rule. It's only that they didn't know what's the way forward. Is it really realistic that you can fight somebody with a machine gun and you can win? So they didn't really believe that it can happen until the first country did it. I think it was Ghana. Ghana did it. When people are planting sugarcane and sisal and they are being whipped with no pay, in Ghana they are dancing independence. And all Africans, we were like, oh, so these people can die too? Because, you know, initially Africans never really believed that the white people were human beings. They thought maybe these are just some creatures from another planet. And they never saw a dead European, so they didn't believe like we can fight this person to die. But they realized, oh, this is also a human being like me. He can die like me. He feels pain like me. They did it one by one until the whole of Africa gained its first independence. Here comes the second independence. Kenya is in the process of it, and the whole of Africa is like, oh, so we didn't fully gain independence? We didn't know. We have been celebrating independence every year, not knowing that we don't have any independence yet. And because Kenya have done it, of course, it's not yet that much fully, but at least you can see some progress, you know. The CS were fired and there were a little bit of celebration, but not that much because the big fishes are still out there. There's a video I want to show you here. These are residents in Eldoret. The residents are celebrating that one of the CS whom it's like people hated him that much because I don't think how realistic is it that somebody has been fired as a CS, as a minister, and you are having a party.
One more comment. I believe that now you are jobless, but don't worry. You are a very good brand ambassador. You can actually, we want to call upon the Rolex to actually give you job to be the official brand ambassador because actually you are very good in advertisement.
People have brought a cake to celebrate that this CS has been brought out. That means that you are really that horrible. We cannot see anything that you have done. It's not that we are benefiting from you being fired, but at least not you. Maybe let it be somebody else, but not really. To an extent of people from your hometown are against you, that shows that you are super incompetent. And you know the biggest problem which was there in these ministers, not that they were lazy, it's a skill mismatch. People were in positions which they are not qualified in. Most of them, they were just given as a friendship token, those who helped the president during the campaign. Now, they are in positions which they have no idea what's being done there. It's not to say that this is the only corrupt government which has ever existed in Kenya. Corruption has been there. The difference with this one is the politicians are showing it publicly. Like there's nothing you can do about it. They have become the models on social media, TikTok, Instagram. They are flaunting money, buying expensive watches, belts, and things. And people are like, is this our money? Because we know the salary of these politicians. So we know in 1 year you are not able to buy all these properties which you're buying. And it's not really that the government is that much underperforming. The problem is they promised too much. They were over ambitious during the campaign. And people put a lot of hope that things are going to change because, of course, they said things that people wanted to hear. We are going to do this, the most critical thing. And people were like, yeah, this is the change we want because of the previous presidents who have been in Kenya. None of them has been from a poor background. All of them have been from rich families, maybe prominent politicians. And we said goodbye to dynasty. Welcome to the hustler, somebody who understands the problems of an average Kenyan. But let me tell you how wrong can one be sometimes. It's not the case always that somebody who has undergone a situation, they understand and they can help somebody who is in that situation. No, people forget. And the government is focusing its attention on the wrong place. They are struggling, putting too much energy to know who is funding this protest. That's what they are struggling to understand. Like, they cannot believe like people can just come to the streets from their homes without being given money by somebody. So they are putting too much energy into that. Instead, they are supposed to put that energy. Listen to the people. Let them go back and watch the videos of the things they say during the campaign and they start doing them one by one. Because those are the videos which are, like, I can say, funding this protest. Because when you say something and you do the different thing, you contradict yourself. Why can't people be angry? Like, why can't you stick to one thing and just do it? Instead of promising 100 things, just say one thing and do it. Actually, right now, listening to a politician saying that I will do this, I'm going to do this, the things of the future, just leave it alone. Do the one which you said you are going to do because obviously you are not going to do. Just tell us what have you done and what are you in the process of doing. The one of the future, don't tell us until you have started them yet because we have a lot of ambitions in mind, but in the ground, nothing ever happened. Hello, my good people. It's a remedy over here. You may decide to watch this one or this one. The choice is yours. We live in a free and democratic country. And only 20% of my viewers are subscribed, and that's bad news. But you know what the good news is? You are going to be among those 20% so that it increases to 25%. Together, I believe we're going somewhere. This is a young channel and young things need support. Thank you.